In the bustling offices of Acme Corp, two figures stood amidst the chaos. Bob, the perpetually frazzled intern, and Mr. Jenkins, the eccentric boss with a penchant for bizarre requests. "Bob, my boy," Mr. Jenkins boomed, slapping Bob on the back with enough force to send him stumbling forward. "I need your help with a mission of utmost importance." Bob straightened himself, adjusting his crooked tie. "Yes, sir." "I need some A batteries," Mr. Jenkins declared, thrusting a crumpled card into Bob's hands. "Get some AA batteries immediately. Come right back." Bob blinked, processing the absurdity of the request. Sure thing, sir. AA batteries, got it." With a nod, Bob scurried off, weaving through cubicles and dodging flying paper airplanes. Determined to fulfill his task, Bob dashed into the nearest convenience store. Minutes later, Bob emerged from the store, struggling under the weight of his purchases. He approached Mr. Jenkins's office, panting heavily. "Sir, I've returned," Bob exclaimed, dumping his haul onto Mr. Jenkins's desk. Mr. Jenkins surveyed the eclectic assortment with a raised eyebrow. "What's all this, Bob?" "AA batteries, just as you asked," Bob proclaimed proudly, pointing to the items on the desk. Mr. Jenkins leaned in for a closer look. Amidst the chaos lay a piñata set, a set of golf clubs and 3 cases of beer. "Bob, these are not AA batteries," Mr. Jenkins stated, his tone a mix of confusion and amusement. Bob scratched his head, a sheepish grin spreading across his face. "Well, you see, sir, they were fresh out of AA batteries, but I figured a piñata set could provide some stress relief, golf clubs for team-building exercises, and beer for, well, morale." Mr. Jenkins burst into laughter, clutching his stomach. "Bob, you never fail to surprise me. You may have missed the mark on the batteries, but you've certainly brightened my day." As the laughter echoed through the office, Bob couldn't help but smile, relieved that he had at least brought some joy to the chaos. But before he could bask in his small victory, Mr. Jenkins's expression turned serious. "Bob, I've had it," Mr. Jenkins declared, his tone stern. "You're fired. I'll just DoorDash the batteries. Bye-bye, Bob." Bob's smile faltered, his heart sinking as the reality of his termination set in. With a heavy sigh, he gathered his belongings and shuffled out of the office, leaving behind a trail of unfulfilled tasks and absurd memories. As the door closed behind him, Mr. Jenkins shook his head, muttering to himself, "Damn it, Bob, I'll miss your incompetence." And with that, he turned his attention back to the chaotic world of Acme Corp, where the absurdity never seemed to end.